then that's 3 or 4 seats on, that we need of the 17 that we need to get to win the majority back in the House. And that will be, as you well know, a huge, huge gift to the President of the United States, who, of course, has to be involved here, working with the governors in those states and working with and a lot of them are, they're all blue states for the most part. In fact, yeah, they're all, Pennsylvania being a little purple, but it hasn't gone Republican since the 80s. So it's been a long time. All right, we're going to come back, more of your calls, and then a discussion on the death penalty with Don Russ Tierney, Executive Director of National Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty. You're tuned into the Jeff Santos Show. Back after this. Time out.
Like most men over 50, I get a PSA test once a year. This year's test, well, the results came back very high, 7. And I knew I had to find a top urologist and do it quickly. I talked with several of my friends in the medical field, including Barry Nevins. Amazingly, they all gave me the same name, Dr. Matthew Leaf, M.D. Dr. Leaf performed a biopsy. It was totally painless. And we discovered that I did have cancer of the prostate. But the good news was that because we had caught it at such an early stage, it was easily treatable. 80% of men develop prostate cancer at some time in their life. Ignoring that fact is not going to change it. If you're over 50, you need a prostate exam once a year. You want a doctor who you can trust, a specialist in the field who knows what he's doing, and that doctor is Dr. Matthew Leaf, the doctor who saved my life. Located in Coral Springs, call 954-755-3801.
Talk 1470, WWNN Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Download the iRadio Now app for iPhone or Android phones. Free at your iPhone App Store or Android App Market. Take AM 1470 WWNN with you wherever you go.
All right, folks, let's talk about the American dream and avoid paying rent. Call Choice Mortgage Bank today. Rates are as low as they've been in a long, long time, and we can get you into a fixed mortgage rate under 3.5%. And if you're tired of paying rent, let's say you pay over $800 a month, now's the time to own your own home or condo, folks. Call Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage Bank, 561-441-2730. Call him and get pre-approved and pre-qualified for a mortgage so you can live the American dream. Call Michael Kotze now. Rates are at historic lows, down payments as low as 3.5%, and if you're a veteran, no money down. That's 100% financing. Call Michael Kotze and the company that's earned a AAA plus rating. 561-441-2730. Call them for a free qualification and consultation. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. Equal housing lender, NMLS 133081.
This is Talk 1470.
Talk 1470.
WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show with local celebrity hosts Steve-O and Renee. Sit back each week while Steve-O and Renee educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve-O and Renee with today's expert in their field.
Good afternoon and welcome to another Ask the Expert Show. I'm Steve-O along with my beautiful, gorgeous co-host, Renee.
Well, thank you for that.
Renee and I developed Ask the Experts because we know people want to be informed in areas such as legal, health, financial, and home improvement. So we've gone out and we have found specialists in so many fields. We've got the best in every field. And
we've got the experts.
Yeah, they are the experts. So today, you're going to love this if you're a homeowner, if you are part of the association, you have a homeowner condo
or if you have a
association.
business.
If you have a business, because they do commercial work. We have on the show today Mike Root, owner of Global Roofing Specialist. My buddy. We spent like 2 hours together the first time we met.
And if you want to call in, give the phone number. It's call in if you have a roofing question.
Exactly, but we're going to talk about roofing today because I think we get so many people every day knocking on our door. Can we fix your roof for you?
Yes.
And it's funny, they always find something wrong with it, don't they?
Right. So let's welcome to the show the owner of Global Roofing, Mike Root. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure and an honor to be on your show today.
An honor? Wow!
Well, it's an honor being with us.
I thought you
Well,
were
with me.
just you. Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Listen, if you could have a question for Mike,
Call us now at 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470. And I know, being a homeowner, that people, like Steve-O said, people come around, they knock on your door, they ask you if you want them to take a look at your roof. Now, isn't that a liability, letting somebody just come off the street just to take a look at your roof?
That's 100% correct. You cannot allow just a regular handyman from the street or from Home Depot parking lot climb your roof.
Right, exactly.
God forbid something happens, that person, they'll go after your homeowner insurance. You get sued by allowing someone who's not licensed, insured, and trained properly for the trade.
And then there goes your house. Gone.
Correct. You lose everything. So you got to be very careful who you hire.
you don't even
when it
get a
comes to
fixed roof out of it. All you get is the guy holding his neck when I'm suing.
How do you know he purposely didn't fall, though? You don't know that.
Right.
How about if they come around, they want to power wash your roof? Because we get that, too. Should you let somebody do that also?
No, I would highly recommend hire someone that you know, someone that done work for your family, for your friends, neighbors, and so on and so forth. Because it's some of these guys, they come around. It's not about scams. They do driveways and they install stuff on a driveway that actually next time it rains, they're going to wash it off, and they charge you a couple $1,000 and never see them again. So you got to be careful out there.
Wow.
Wow.
So first, let's tell people about your background.
Actually, I have been doing roofing since 1982. We started back in New York, and
Don't you hear that New York
Wait a
accent?
minute. Do they have roofs in New York?
well, yes, I do.
They do?
Sail down there, Texan boy.
Okay. In Texas, we definitely do.
Yes, they do. But in New York, we only work about 8 to 9 months per year.
Because of the snow?
Correct. And every winter, I used to come to Florida as a snowbird, and I loved it here. So I used to come visit. And every time I go back to New York, I said to myself, what the heck am I doing in New York? My heart actually stayed in Florida, and my body was in New York. So I was like debating with myself over the years. And eventually I made a move like 9 years ago to move to South Florida. I'm so happy I did.
Well, here you also have hurricane season.
Correct.
So how does that affect your business as well with the hurricane season? Doesn't
He's
that...
praised for hurricanes.
I know, that's what I'm
Talking about-
saying, of course. So it's big business here for roofing.
It's correct, yes. But you only top 5% survive in this business. That's what I want. That's what I want to mention. If you're less than perfect in roofing, you can do 100 jobs. They all come out good. You do one that don't come out good, people start open their mouth, and you're out of business. So you have to be
They spread the word.
exactly. So you have to be trained, be on time, ahead of schedule. No Mickey Mouse stories, hidden fees to the customer because they're going to tell the neighbor. My father used to say, you do a good job, they tell 2 people. You do bad work, they tell 10.
That's true. That's very true.
So you can't be in business if you do less than perfect. And roofing is a very difficult business.
How long have you been around for? How long have you been in business for?
It's going to be about 30 years now.
Wow, okay.
Well, you know what? When Mike and I were going back, we were emailing. I knew we had the right person. He was always working. Every time I reached him, he was always on his way to go do an estimate. He's working on something. The people who are good are always working. The ones
Like
that
us.
aren't, sit
Like
around.
us.
You can hear the chair, you know, them leaning back on their chair, and you can hear the TV in the background.
What are you talking about?
He was always busy
Okay.
every time, so that's a good sign right
Yes.
there. And when you've been around for 30 years,
That
listen,
speaks volume.
it tells you right there that this guy knows what he's doing. So I was really excited that we got the best.
Yes. So what counties do you cover?
We cover Dade, Broward, and West Palm Beach.
Oh, so they cover all the counties.
Correct. 3
That's
counties.
perfect.
Yeah, you know what? And I know he would not say this himself, so I'm going to say it for him. Mike received an award, the prestigious 5-star rating from the South Florida Business Journal. That's like the Oscars.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Thank you so much. I've been chosen between maybe between 75 to 100 contractors for
a
that.
lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, he's on Angie's list too. You got to be really. You've got to
Yep.
be the scam artist. Kim.
Yes, they scrutinize you before you go on that
Now,
list.
do you do commercial work also?
yes, we do commercial and residential.
Okay, so do you have the big cranes and everything?
Up to 10 story we can cover.
Wow, you can put out a fire too in New
Yes.
York with that, can't you?
What are you talking about? He took his equipment from New York.
Okay, so let's talk about roofing restoration first.
Versus re-roofing.
Correct. From time to time, I get phone calls from building or homeowners, and they ask me, "I want to replace my roof. They want, can you come out and give me an estimate?" So what I usually do, I ask them a couple of questions. I say, first of all, why do you want to replace your roof? Is it leaking? They say no. I say, why would you want to replace it then? They say, well, we have 3 other contractors. They told us we have to replace it because the roof has passed its life expectancy. So I go out there, some minor work to be done. I give them certification. If in case for our listeners out there who don't know what certification means, the insurance sends out some kind of a warning. If you don't roof your house or your building, we're going to drop you.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes. And what they want to do is they want a state certified roofing contractor to go inspect the roof, and most of the guys, they're going to push them for a re-roof because that's what the money is.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, and I go out there and I say, look, we can do some repairs, and I give a certification that the roof is good has 3 to 5 more years of life
To submit to
expectancy.
the insurance company.
Correct. And then they say, oh my God, after I do the work and everything is good, insurance, they let them, they don't drop them. And they are happy, and they ask me, they say, whoa, we're so lucky we found you. You must be an angel. You're an angel from the sky. I said, no,
Isn't that nice? That's nice to hear, though.
Yeah, it is
because you're
very
not trying to
nice.
rip them off. That's why.
Yeah, I tell my customers, I treat you like I treat my family.
Right.
You know.
When you're up and up, you get those kudos.
Yeah, thank you.
I bet he hears a lot. Well, we got quotes that were a lot higher. How come yours is lower?
It's simple. I own the company. I don't have to pay salespeople to sell the work.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
That's simple. So
You don't have a big overhead.
Exactly.
And just because an estimate is low doesn't mean that's the best estimate. You don't want to go with the lowest estimate.
Correct. Yeah. So, and then I told my customer, I said, look, anytime I have a question, you can call me, reach me 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. There's no company.
So, like, if I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's okay?
I pick up the phone. If I'm
Wow.
not sleeping, I pick it up.
Do you know what? Well, I'm so glad we have Mike. He's going to be on with us every month talking about roofing, and there's so much we've learned. There's so much to learn. I feel sorry for homeowners because a lot of them are just not educated at all. But what I was going to say is I spoke to a roofing company today in Dallas with our other show down there, and he said to me, he said, man, Florida's got so many scam home improvement companies down
I
there.
know you have to be really careful.
So I just felt like we were so lucky to get someone like Mike who's been around forever. Guy's a hard worker. I mean, it was...
And the fact that you're able to reach them, because when you have a leak, you want to reach somebody right away.
Correct.
You don't want to put a pot down on your floor. Believe me, you don't.
I think we have some pot down on our floor.
No, we don't.
Want a pot?
A plant. That's it.
Okay, I got confused. So now there's different types of roofing material. Is that right?
Correct. I get phone calls from building owners, and they say, well, I got this estimate, and so-and-so told me that you have to install this type of a roof and this. So I said, look, I want to give you the best. And remember, you want to make sure you install a roof that's going to be around for 10, 15, 20 years.
Definitely.
So what are the options? I mean, there are different roofing options.
Correct. We, from time to time, we tell them we have new materials, but I explain to them what the upside and downside to that is. And especially flat roofs don't hold, don't last as long as slope roofs.
Like the barrel roofs.
Correct. Yes, because what's happened is a lot of water ponding issues. And anytime the Florida code says you can have water ponding on that roof 48 hours. Okay.
That's it?
Yes, by code. You're allowed to have 48. Now, what's happening, for example, this year we have 7 weeks of rain every single day, non-stop. Now, what do you think happens to that roof? That roof rots.
So where does the
Never
water go?
had-
Does the water go down into the gutters when it's a flat
It
roof?
should,
Right.
but when you have water ponding, what's happening is in those areas the roof has sunk over the years structurally, because in Florida we have a lot of rain and the
Yes.
heat from the sun.
Right.
So it damages the roof continuously. Every single day the roof sinks. It's just normal wear and tear of the roof. So when we tell the customers, say, look, you have to get rid of those water ponding areas so the water runs over to the
Right,
gutter.
because it does damage if it sits there.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So we told the customers, you don't have to replace it. We have materials that we can re-roof that area. So actually what it does is creates a positive water drainage, so the water goes towards the garden instead of staying on the roof.
How do people know they have water ponding? Should you just figure if you've got a flat roof,
You need to do inspection from time to time.
how
You
often?
climb up on a ladder and you go, look, let
No.
me see what's going on my roof. I don't know.
We have a step stool.
I'm just saying. I mean, obviously you have to take a look at that.
So how often should they check?
I would say once a year.
Okay.
At least once a year. Here in South Florida, I think before hurricane season would be a smart thing to do. Have an inspection, have a licensed
Yes.
contract to go on the roof. And another thing I want to mention, I have customers telling me stories, things that happened to them in the past. They hire contractors, and when they call them back for like a recall, they had a leak problem, and they didn't pick up on the phone. So I asked them,
That's pretty scary.
yes. So, and I asked them, who did you hire? Well, I hired so-and-so, and were they licensed? They say yes. So we came up with the conclusion. We had a meeting, myself and a couple other engineers and architects that we work with, and I advised the customers, do not hire someone who's county certified. Hire someone state certified roofing contractor.
That's
Oh.
interesting.
Yes.
So they should be state certified.
Correct.
Okay.
Very important. That license holds a lot of weight. No one wants to lose the license or
I think that
complain.
they should just go to global roofing.
Hey, give
This way you don't have to
everybody
worry.
Right. Give everybody your phone number.
Sure, my number is 561-914-6706. 561-914-6706.
Okay, we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, I want to talk about energy saving when it comes to roof, because we're all
With
trying-
FP&L, the
we're-
incentives that they have.
and we're all trying to get our utility bills down. So maybe roofing, we can expect something from that.
Of course.
Okay,
We'll
we
be
will.
right back.
Okay.
If you are looking to have expert roofing work done in Broward or Palm Beach counties with a company with 25 years of experience, contact Global Roofing Specialist today. Global Roofing Specialist is the leading roofing company in South Florida, providing roofing solutions for all kinds of roofs. They are committed to providing professional assistance at a minimal cost. Global Roofing Specialist emphasis is on energy efficiency, visual attraction, and structural integrity. Global Roofing is a full-service company, fully licensed and insured. They provide 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency service. They also do reflective roof coating, roof restoration, and commercial and residential repairs. Their skilled experts offer the most competitive estimates. They are members of the South Florida Business Alliance, and they have received the prestigious 5-star rating from the South Florida Business Journal. Call them today for any of your roofing needs at 561-914-6706. Global Roofing Specialist offers FPL rebates to customers if they qualify when white coating is applied. Whether it's leaks and repairs, re-roofing shingles, metals, flat and tile, or just maintenance programs and inspections, Global Roofing Specialist handles it all. Call them at 561-914-6706.
Hi, I'm Steve-O with the Ask the Experts radio show. Join my co-host Renee and I every Friday as we interview some of the most prominent professionals in Palm Beach and Broward County. Each week we combine educational information on a variety of topics with a touch of humor and entertainment in the areas of legal, health, financial, and home improvement so you can be more informed. We offer interviews on such topics as family law, foreclosure defense, estate planning, sleep apnea, roof repair, funeral pre-needs, mold and mildew, alcoholism addiction, and even a show that teaches you how to buy a new and used car from one of the top dealerships in South Florida. If you have a business and would like to be part of the Ask the Expert show, contact us at 954-336-3767. Position your company as an expert in your field. call Ask the Experts radio show at 954-336-3767. Be sure to catch our show every Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. or watch our show live at wwnnradio.com and click on the WWNN TV link.
And we're back. So, Mike, let's talk about warranties, different types of warranties that roofs have.
Correct. It's very important that when you hire a roofing contractor, ask them how much labor warranty you get when you do a new roof. And most of the companies give 5 years. We do up to 10 years labor warranty.
And how about manufacturers? Is there a
Manufacturer could be 25 or 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in some cases even 35 years manufacture on the materials. So we have a lot of great materials out there. It's very important that when you hire someone who's certified by the manufacturer to install those type of products, if the product is not installed properly, the manufacturer would not honor the warranty. So keep that in mind.
Wow. How long does a roof last for in South Florida? How often do you have to replace it?
Well, there's no limit. I repair roofs 45 years old. They're still standing. 45 years old. When on the contractor told them, you know what, we have to tear it off. If the roof has no issues, no leaks, I repair them. I'm actually, they call me the repair king because they are a contractor. They don't want to touch a roof over 40 years old. I repair them. We go there, we inspect it, and I tell the customer, I can still repair your roof and give you 3 to 5 more years life expectancy on that roof.
See, and that's impressive because a lot of roofers would come in and just want to make the money and re-roof.
Well, that kind of leads us to our next question. I
Yes.
feel so sorry. I'm not sexist or anything. I really feel
What do
sorry
you feel sorry for
for
women?
women.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, single women
Yes,
who
who are
are
homeowners, and they get taken advantage of, and that goes with anything, not just roofing companies. So tell women what are the questions to ask when they're looking to re-roof.
Well, it's first of all, it's very important that you know the contractor. Second of all is make sure you see in his work. Don't get taken by his speech, by his salesman.
It's like
technique.
pictures? Are you saying like
Go to the
pictures?
actual houses.
Yeah, what
Knock on doors.
Correct. What I do with my customers, I tell myself, look, I'm not good talking about myself. I give a few addresses. I say knock on doors and ask the homeowner who installed your roof and if they're happy with. Those are my jobs.
How do you not know it's their family members?
No,
You said
because
that family and friends. You don't know.
That's right.
You're laughing, but that's true.
But it's so easy. What they can do is they can go to the respective city and they look for permit history. Who pulled a permit? So you find out the contractor who pulled a permit. In this case, it's going to be me. I'm not going to give them address that I haven't done the work. So
That's true.
That's true. Wow.
So you can't lie nowadays. You can't.
No, but a lot of people don't know to do that.
What I train
'Cause
my
I wouldn't
customer-
know to do that.
I tell my customer what to do, what to ask, what not to ask. Regardless, they hire me or hire somebody else. I always, and people, you know what? They never forget you when you're honest with them.
That's exactly. In any business, though.
Yeah.
How do you stay up with all the changes? Because it seems to me roofing would be changes all the time. New systems out there. How do you stay up with everything?
Well, you have to like what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, you have to make sure you like to help customers, help people, because to me, I don't look them as customers. I look them as friends. I look at my
So you must
customers.
have a lot of friends.
Correct. Actually, all my customers become my friends after we do work, and those people they refer me work. So I'm so happy with that because I do. When you do good work, they tell other people. So every time my phone rings, I ask them, "How'd you get my number?" They say, "Well, my neighbor so happy with your service, or my sister, or my family," and that helps my company grow, and my heart is actually
word of mouth
grown.
is always the
30
best way.
years.
No, I'm just saying, word of mouth is the best way.
Yeah.
So we can still be friends even if I don't need a new roof, right?
Correct.
Just checking.
I tell my customers, I don't need your money.
Oh, that's perfect. I love people like that.
Wow.
We can have a new roof for free.
You know, I told them, I don't need your money. I need your friendship.
Okay.
That's what
That works for me.
Now, you know what? On our house, we have solar panels on top of our roof.
Okay.
So does that conserve energy to having the solar panels?
Yes, it does. The only problem with solar panels, make sure you check them at least twice a year. Check the leaks because they are actually they cause the roof to leak. When they install the solar panels on the roof, you have the pitch pans around the legs that's holding up the solar panel. So you have to make sure, reflash them every year, repair, or some kind of preventative maintenance before it leaks in the house.
Do you do that type of work?
We do that too, of course.
Do you actually install solar panels if somebody's interested in doing that?
I don't have time to do that because I'm so busy doing just regular roofing work. But if they have problems, they call back the solar people who install the panels and they can't seal them. We come in and we do them for
so
them.
you fix everybody else's problems, basically.
Exactly.
I see that.
Yes.
What can people do to bring down their utility bills when it comes to roofing?
What we usually do is, if you have a roof, let's say it's 3,000 square feet over AC spaced, I go out, we inspect the roof, the property, either commercial or residential, and if the property qualify, well, we actually advise the homeowner to install white mastic or elastomeric coating over the existing roof. In this case, they can save 20 to 30, in some cases 40% on
Wow.
your utility bills
That's
on a monthly
huge.
basis. Yes.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
What is that one that's the FPL does, the reflective?
Yeah, I do that. I'm certified FPL, yes. I'm a registered contractor with FPL, so...
Well, that's the FP&L incentive.
How do you spell that?
Yes. What it is, if let's say you have 2,000 square feet over AC spaced, FPL will give you as a homeowner 57 square foot rebate by installing white coating on that roof.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they encourage you, because what's happening between May to November? It's hurricane season in South Florida. And when you overuse the power, the transformers go bad, cost FPL millions to replace them.
Or hurricanes
Basically-
coming
Well,
through,
Correct.
knocking out the transformers.
Yes. And then in this case, if you have a white roof, you save 20 to 40% on utility. Guess
That's a
what?
great deal.
So, but that's a
We
really
will
good
save
idea. It's
money.
the same thing with white cars. I mean, really, if you think about it, if you have a white roof, it doesn't. It
reflects the heat by 70 to 80%.
yeah, that's a big
I
thing. I
love
never
how
even thought
smart
about
she
that.
is. I mean, I'm the brains of the family, but
Yeah,
I love
okay.
how smart she is.
What family?
So let's talk about maintenance now, because that's got to be important when it comes to saving your roof. And are there like maintenance packages that you offer?
Yes, we do. I advise my customers, do some kind of preventative maintenance after the roof starts to age, and they ask me, how soon should I do it?
Every 3,000 miles.
That's your car.
Oh, that's a car. Okay. I always get it mixed up. Roof, car.
Okay, so I advise them to check the roof after the roof reaches 7 to 8 years old. The roof starts to age, and then just check for missing or cracked tiles or shingles or water ponding. In this case, and if you have a flat roof, make sure that there's no water ponding, because those areas, there are future leaks. And people say, well, I have a small leak, it's no big deal. It is a big
It
deal.
is a big deal. Because we were just talking on break, and I was telling you I had a brand new house, and all of a sudden Hurricane Gloria rolled in, and the water was just pouring into my dining room. Brand new house, barrel
Wow.
roof. So,
There
Yeah.
must be a problem with installation when they install the roof.
right, exactly.
They miss something there. Yeah, it happens. I mean, thanks God I never had that problem happen. But sometimes you just either hit or miss, because they were contracted from out of state after the hurricane. My customers got burned. A couple of my customers, and they did work. After they left, the roof was leaking everywhere. And then they called me and they looked at me and said, "How do I know you're not one of those guys?" And I said, "Look, I'm going to do the work for you. And if my job is not good enough, don't pay me." And he looked at me and said, "You know what? You get the job."
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Is there like hidden fees to look out for that people should look for?
Correct. When you shopping for re-roofing, most of the contractors, they'll give you 100 square feet or 100 linear feet free of charge rotten wood. In my case, I always tell my customers, I give you unlimited square feet of rotten wood. So there's no hidden fees.
Right.
And sometimes they show me estimates and they say, well, someone gave me $300 cheaper. I say, yeah, but look at the hidden fees. If you find
So you gotta watch out for hidden fees.
Exactly.
Well, it's the same thing as people not reading a contract.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're not aware, then you get, I'm not going to say the
So,
word.
yes, sir. Could you show me your hidden fees on the contract?
But this is why we have him here to explain everything.
Exactly.
Because people, especially during hurricane season, this is the time of year to have your roofs inspected before you have a problem.
Correct.
And you know what? I'm telling you, go get a pencil or a pen or whatever. I'm telling you, don't go Google for a roofer, okay? We're giving
Why
you...
do they have to if they could just take down Mike's
That's
number,
right.
Global Roofing?
That's
Give your
right.
phone number.
561-914-6706. Broward office 954-281-8880.
Because, I mean, that is crazy to go have to Google a roofer. You have no idea. We're telling you today things that you got to look out for. You got
And like we said, there's so many scam artists in this state, so you really have to be
absolutely.
careful.
Correct.
So we have been lucky enough to find Mike. He's going to be on with us every month. And you know what? Send us your questions in. Send it to Stephen at Ask the Experts. That's STEVEN.
Just to you? I can't answer the question?
No. My name is Thomas.
It will be soon.
Okay, Stephen at AskTheExpertsRadioShow.com. Send us your questions. You can actually give me your phone number again, because this is so
Or
important.
your website address. Give your website address.
Let's do both.
If they have questions, they can write to you as well.
Charge them extra for the website address, though.
Yes, my phone number again is 561-914-6706, 954-281-8880, and my website is www.globalroofing.com.
And you go out and do free estimates as well.
Correct.
So if you think that you may want your roof looked at, which is the time of year that you need to have your roof looked at, just call Mike and he'll come out for a free estimate.
We only have a few minutes left. I have got to ask you this. I'm out here listening to the roofing show right now and Ask the Experts.
You are? I thought you were in here with me.
No, it's your imagination. So tell me, if you were listening and you want to tell people what kind of roof would you put on your house, what would you tell them?
Well, it depends. If it's a flat roof,
Let's just say
The best kind of roof that you could put on your house, especially in
that you
South
would put
Florida.
on your house.
I will tell my customers, I say, you know what? I'm not good talking about other contractors. I'm not good talking about by myself, how better I am than, how much better I am than other people. But you know what? Give me a chance. I guarantee I'll never disappoint you.
I like that.
You
I
never
don't want to be
disappoint us.
disappointed.
No.
And I think with Global Roofing, you won't be.
We have enjoyed this. 30 minutes went by so
It
fast.
did. It always does.
It absolutely does. So, and stay with us when we come back from break. We are going to have one of the top attorneys for elder law on our show. We're going to be talking about wills, estate planning,
Guardianship.
You are
Which is a big topic for me.
guardianship. But Mike, we have so enjoyed having you. Can't wait for you to come on next week. We had so many notes, so many other things to talk about that we're just
To
going
be continued next month.
One more time, give me your phone number.
561-914-6706, 954-281-8880. And thank you for having me on the
And he
show
will be
today.
back
Perfect.
next month with our roofing show. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
If you are looking to have expert roofing work done in Broward or Palm Beach counties with a company with 25 years of experience, contact Global Roofing Specialist today. Global Roofing Specialist is the leading roofing company in South Florida, providing roofing solutions for all kinds of roofs. They are committed to providing professional assistance at a minimal cost. Global Roofing Specialist emphasis is on energy efficiency, visual attraction, and structural integrity. Global Roofing is a full-service company, fully licensed and insured. They provide 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency service. They also do reflective roof coating, roof restoration, and commercial and residential repairs. Their skilled experts offer the most competitive estimates. They are members of the South Florida Business Alliance, and they have received the prestigious 5-star rating from the South Florida Business Journal. Call them today for any of your roofing needs at 561-914-6706. Global Roofing Specialist offers FPL rebates to customers if they qualify when white coating is applied. Whether it's leaks and repairs, re-roofing shingles, metals, flat and tile, or just maintenance programs and inspections, Global Roofing Specialist handles it all. Call them at 561-914-6706. The law office of John Elias understands that